Hi Gemini, this is Camille from Millennial Tarot, and you are watching your December 2018 reading. Before we get into the cards, I just wanted to let you know that I am running a $5 special for the month of December, just in time for the holidays. So if you would like to gift yourself a $5 reading for you or for anyone else, you can hit me up below. I will be doing that until December 31st, so New Year's Eve. I think that is it. With all that out the way, I'm going to shuffle your cards. Of course, it's always a 3-card spread. Past, present, future, roughly. Clarifiers if needed. So let's see what's coming up for us in December. All right, one more time. Wow, all major arcanas. Pull a clarifier. I'm going to pull one more. I mean, there's a very simple plot happening. Something was taken from your life. Now you're in this place where you're wondering where to go or what to do without it. And then you emerge from this, I don't want to say catastrophe, but from this movement, right? You emerge from this movement far more strong and much more still and centered. I want to pull one more card, and then I'll show you what we got. Big time in our lives. All major arcana cards. Huge shifts. Alright, if something doesn't come out, I'm just going to pull it. I don't like that. I'm going to pull one more. Okay. A lot of people getting these massive spreads. So we're coming into this reading with the Tower. We move into the Hanged Man. Major Arcana, Major Arcana. Then we move into Major Arcana Aries. That's the Emperor. Then we move into Major Arcana Leo. Fire, fire. That is a Strength card. I love how we're mirroring this fire, chaotic fire, with a more substantiated, peaceful fire. I like that. So whatever is roaring within you, whatever you feel has left you into broken little pieces, be it a big thing or a small thing or big trouble or not, that is then going to turn around and become this stabilizing, lovely force. So we clarify the entire reading with the 8 of Cups, moving away from something, and then we move here into the 3 of Pentacles. Now the 3 of Pentacles is where I will stop, because that is the Gemini card, and it's us being back to a place of Gemini love. So coming in with the Tower, very simply, the Tower is something that comes in to shake our lives up. Now, whether it shakes it up and throws us at the window, like this is showing, it comes to shake us up and to lay bare, to make obvious those parts of our life that are not stable, those parts of our life that are not moving very well. And a lot of a lot of signs, everybody has been under the rules of all these retrograde planets. Now we have one more retrograde, which is Mercury, which is our ruler. And then we have Venus, which is the one that kind of dragged a lot of people through the mud. And I'm getting that the Venus retrograde for you kind of laid bare and laid flat the people, the situations, and the things that really are not worth you. But what I'm hearing is that you really wanted to hold on to it. You really wanted to hold on to the person. You wanted to hold on to the idea. You wanted to hold on to the dream. You just wanted to hold on to the situation or the job or the specific place or the specific situation. You know what it is for you. And instead, the Tower came and kind of shook it up and threw you out the window. And you're like, I thought this was a real thing. And of course you would think it's a real thing. We built an entire castle here. and then something comes to destroy it. So you're like, wait a minute, this is the same story that Taurus had as well. This is something that is appearing like it has feet, like it can move forward, like it can be the thing you've waited for. And then what happens is that something pulls it right from under the rug. Now, that's not a punishment to you. Of course, if we kept going with what we thought was right, we'd realize sooner or later that it wasn't. So we thank God instead that we get the Tower to pull the rug out from under us now, rather than later once we've already really built a life around it, right? So whatever that was, whatever that person was for you, know that it wasn't for you. Know that situation wasn't for you. That dream wasn't for you. It's a redirection. And I'm not surprised that this might be all coming up now because our ruling planet is going backwards. So a lot of things are coming up for review. A lot of things are coming up for recalibration. Whenever there is a retrograde, not only does it bring forth more chaos, Mercury is closer to the Earth now than he will be when he moves forward. It brings us more chaos, but from that, and this is a definition of chaos, but from that we can really recalibrate, or we can really think about those things that really are worth staying and things that have staying power. With Mercury, it could be, what are the talks that you had that didn't go the way you wanted to? What are the thoughts that you're getting, the communications that you're getting from others that may devastate you but that reveal things, right? So that's all what's happening here. Nothing is being ripped out or taken from you because it had a positive value in your life anyway. Now you thought it did, but now our thinking planet is moving backwards and you're like, oh, maybe not. And that could feel devastating for a lot of people. So much so that now you're in this place of inactivity. This is the Hanged Man. Now the Hanged Man, though you aren't moving, though you aren't making, forward movement, you may feel like you're a little bit stuck and stymied because you wanted this Tower situation to work out. And now you're kind of like in this world where you don't know where you're going to go, what's going to happen. But one benefit of the Hanged Man is to hang out where you are, to really trust that pause. Because the benefit is that he waits, but he is waiting without anxiety. So if you can find it in your heart, so this chapter ended, this big thing ended, you thought it was going to be a thing, and then ended up not being a thing. You probably heard about it through some type of communication or through news or gossip. I'm getting it was heavily communicative through other people as well. And then the Hanged Man is coming to say, all right, you got me, I pause. It's not an energy of I'm done, I give up. Certainly not. For some Geminis, it may feel that way because we're always on the make, on the move. What this is an energy of is, all right, I thought it was going to be a thing. Show me something better. Come on, universe, show me something better. I thought he was the one. Show me someone better then. I thought she was the one. Show me something better than I thought I was going to get that promotion or get that job. It did not work out, so then show me something better. And this is letting something else take your life away from you, work with it, and return it back to you with something that you could never believe was going to happen. That's why I love the Hanged Man, because we're not just waiting, being stubborn, being upset, or nursing our wounds. Like some of us may be doing that, but the Hanged Man is coming to say, all right, you got a better plan? Fine. You do it. It's the ultimate card of surrender. Also, we can note that he is upside down, right? So this is seeing something differently. Where your Tower situation, what did you learn from that? Oh, maybe I don't need that type of person. Or maybe I actually am not really that attracted to that job. Or maybe I actually don't really want that person to be my friend. Or maybe I actually really don't want to move forward with that dream. And it sucks because we thought we wanted it. Now here comes the Hanged Man. This is your December. Show me something better. And something better, not only will it show itself to you, it's going to come with like, da-da-da-da-da-da, with like a big fireworks show, because we have Jupiter in Sagittarius, your opposite sign for Gemini risings, that is your 7th house of other people, of contracts, of relationships. The Sun is moving to oppose Gemini. This is going to be a huge time. The big benefics, the big fiery planets are going to be firing up your chart in some way that is going to be hugely expansive. Now, the way that you get this energy is the Hanged Man, because the Hanged Man isn't like, I have a better idea. No, I can do it this way. No, I'm just gonna keep on moving. The Hanged Man is like, all right, take it from here then. I'm chilling. So rest, be easy. Some parts of your life are going fantastically. Pay attention to those. Whatever the Tower disrupted, don't even worry about cleaning it up. Don't even worry about getting revenge or why did you do this to me, or why is this happening, or Why didn't you give me the job? Or moving forward with angst and frustration. Nah. If you so have the impulse, just lean away from it and rest and give it up to something better and know that something better is coming in. That's the Hanged Man. Waiting, but waiting without anxiety. Wiser for having taken a pause. And know that something's going to be coming in. Coming in soon, because we have a whole bunch of fire. Fire does not move slowly. Fire consumes. So now we have your two counterpart fires. We have the Strength card, which is Leo, and then we have the Emperor. Now, who do we need more than the Emperor to help us rebuild what was lost? This is a person coming in who is going to help you rebuild your life, maybe in a literal way. If it was a financial thing or a job thing, you're finding an employer, a boss, a mentor who is helping you to kind of put those things back together. Now, once again, this doesn't mean that you have to force that to happen. It means that the universe is going to give you this person. It's going to give you this energy. You really don't have to work at all. All right? I love that energy for you. It's just really just sit back and let it happen. The Emperor also creates order out of chaos, right? He substantiates things. He's the father of the deck. So like I said, a mentor. This could be a much more mature person coming in if it was a relationship that fell apart. It could be a family member coming in to offer you guidance. It could be just random. You just in a coffee shop one day and you strike up a conversation and you get the most lit advice ever. So this is really a energy and a factor of creating stability and creating order that is going to be coming for you this month. This is going to be a person or the situation that you thought this was it, hilariously enough, but then you end up getting, this. You end up getting the real deal thing. So this is like toys. Your castle fell. Your sand castle fell. Great. Well, how about we build a skyscraper in its absence? How about that instead? Here you are playing with toys. You could be out here in the real world getting the big major things. So that's why I want to say whatever this was, allow it, just to be upset. It's a human emotion. Be upset and that's fine. But don't allow it to detour you, and especially don't allow it to lessen your hope, because something much bigger and something way more stable is coming in. Then we have here Major Arcana Leo. This is the Strength card. This is a person who commands her life just through her peace, through her harmony within. What once looked like lions, what once looked like explosion and chaos and disorder, then becomes peaceful. They bow to your knees now. Those lions of your life, the things that look scary and unapproachable, I don't want to deal with that. Well, fine. You don't have to. You change yourself. This is your Hanged Man phase. You change yourself in such a way that you are just naturally attractive to all the good things, and all the bad things that once were scary and it was a big explosion, and I got thrown out of my tower, blah, 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 it's a lion over there. Those things bow to you. This is taking the chaos and the upsets and the setback and making them work for you, making them bow to you, so that in response and that in conclusion, whatever you thought you needed, you thought you wanted, or whatever you thought you were going to get, or whatever you thought you had, and that slipped through your fingers, that was wiped out by this tower, then becomes the catalyzing force to build a much better life. Do you want this ugly house? This is not even, it's a weird looking house. Why not instead have a big mansion and all the things that you can fit in there and all the loveliness that can go into there? That's the stabilizing fire here, where this fire made of Mercury retrograde. Everything's going to be, my talking is going to be problematic. But this is stabilizing fire. This is the fire that gives us food and warmth. This is the fire that destroys things. So where you thought that was the only experience to be had, what December teaches you is that from that we create something much more beautiful and much bigger. Now we had clarifying the entire reading, the Eight of Cups, which is fine. Whatever that tower thing was, whatever you thought you needed, you just have to walk away from it. And to be reminded that the Eight of Cups is well on its way to the Ten of Cups. You're well on your way to the relationship. You're well on your way to the health. You're well on your way to the money. You're well on your way to the peace, so to the new job. You're well on your way. Okay, you had a little setback, it's fine. Let the universe, let God show you something bigger. And then we get back to our Gemini selves. This is the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles, out there working, showing off, having something to brag about. This is like saying, look what I made. Look what I have now. Look at the business I created. Look at the money I have. Look at the guy I have. Look at the girl I have. Look at the ring I have. Look at the house I got. Look at the job I got. God did it. I'm out here. I am showing off. Pentacles. It's money. Anything that has to do with our daily ins and out of lives. Ins and out of life. My God, Mercury. Okay? Anything that has to do with our physical experience here in the world. Look at my friends. Look at me. I'm being out. Look at my new healthy body. Showing off. Lit. Having something to brag about. I love that for us. That's so Geminian. Because we're going to be very attractive for the next month or so. Just because of that opposing energy with Sagittarius. That tension, that opposition, it makes us more, what I want to say, it makes us more obvious to other people. I think that's what our last reading too from November. People are just looking at you. Okay, but life always can't be simple, and in some part of your life you have the Tower, and then you have to entertain a new way to move forward by being still and being calm, and then you get these mighty companions, whether they're people or situations or money or just feeling that way from God and the universe, and that's giving your final push to move on from this thing that you thought you needed, and you're at the 8 of Cups, and you're like, all right, I'm just going to keep moving until I get my 10 of Cups, and then bam, here you are on the way to that, bragging, showing off, having something visible to the world where people are like, oh, look what they're working on. Nice. So don't let whatever this chaos is distract you or to dupe you into thinking that bigger things are not coming. Not only are they coming, they're right at the door. And the way that you get them is to relax into it, relax into yourself. No, you'll know by now that whatever that Tower was, that person, that situation, you know, the friendship, whatever, you'll know by the end of this month that it was hella not worthy of you. Hella. And you're like, why was I ever? And then what you return back to is yourself. Working on something. Showing it off out here. It's a very social card as well. And it's something that's going to provide long-term growth because it's a pentacle. Long-term love, money, health. This is a shift. Also, all these major arcana cards, major shift. Major arcana, tarot comes out with the major arcana when it wants us to hear the major lessons. You may be turning now, and it may feel like you're falling, but you're just moving into a different direction. Life is changing for you in a good way. And life cannot change smoothly, right? That's just not how it works. But trust that you're moving into something much better, Gemini. Much better. And you just have to take these setbacks in stride and know that you might feel like you're being pulled backwards, and then bam, that becomes the catapult that launches you into the sky. Big time. So Gemini, this has been your December 2018 reading. Of course, if you need something more specific to you, then I am just one email away. Take advantage of that $5 offer up until the end of December. So whether I see you there or I see you in December, either way, I do hope that this video finds you well, and take care.